So what does the future hold?
Yeah, that's
In terms of you personally, career-wise as well, there's so many different aspects of that.
Yeah, there is. Well, here's the thing, like, welcome, my friend. We are back, and I believe before we get into this episode, you boys have got something very special to tell us.
That's right, Joe. Obviously, I go to Sweden this week for the Iron Man. Come on. And obviously, I need to buy food out there, don't I?
You do.
Do you know the best way to buy food abroad, guys?
How?
With a Revolut card.
yes.
Whoa.
As we can see, nicely shown off by Lukey here.
That is true.
Gorgeous.
Traveling is going to be made way easier thanks to today's sponsor, Revolut.
That's right, Luke. Sign up to Revolut using our link, use your card and earn £20. It's quick, simple, and a nice little bonus just for getting started. Now, traveling used to stress me out, but Revolut makes it simple. It's perfect for spending abroad thanks to its exceptional exchange rates. No more hassle with cash or dodgy counters. Even if you don't exchange in-app, you can pay using your normal currency and Revolut will automatically exchange it into the local currency. Plus, you can even view live exchange rates in the app anytime. And if you're on Revolut Metal, you can also exchange unlimited amounts at great rates with no extra stress. And here's what I really rate, boys. Rev points. Every time you spend with your Revolut card, you get rewarded. You earn points on your daily spend and can redeem them on airline miles, gift cards, hotel bookings, and experiences.
Revolut makes your life easy. Sign up using our link, use your card, and earn £20. Grab the link in the description. Back on with the show.
That's my load.
So what was it like stepping out of the retreat and actually almost coming back into the real world and getting on the plane coming home? What was that like?
Mental, bro. Like,
So you must have lived almost like lifetimes in there.
Well, it was kind of like, you feel raw. You feel like open. Obviously, they on the final day they do another flower bath to like close you up, and the eco-rows they're singing to you are like to close you up energetically, because like it's like they've done your work. It's like a surgeon opens you up, does its work, does the stitches. It's literally like that. Like they stitch you back up, but you feel freaking raw and you feel sensitive. Like all of us just felt so sensitive. But what's mental is like there are people that have been through all sorts. Where you'd say that is a valid reason to be absolutely broken as a person. And everyone has ultimately reached that place of like understanding and like getting it from one way or another. And they've been shown it in different ways, like everyone. But they're all just, you know, we're so connected. We're so filled with this love and we just had this understanding, which is just incredible. But now you have the sensitivity. You are essentially a newborn baby,
Reborn,
but you're in like a, you know, you are still yourself. And it's like you're sensitive to everything. So electronics, to people, to noticing if someone is living in that way that where they're ashamed and they're not fully loving themselves, as in they're doing some dark things. You can there's like a I mean, certain people were more, how you say, empathetic in that sense than others, because naturally some people are just like that more than others anyway, and that's okay. They're no better or worse than anyone else. But like I certainly was able to like feel people very, thank you, Amiga.
So
I was feeling people, feeling electronics, being on the plane. Oh my God, being in the airport. Oh my God.
a real shock to the system.
Like we talk about overstimulating. It's not just like what you see that's overstimulating. Like there's so much, like the energy from everything. At that point, it's like,
I was going to ask
it's
about
bonkers.
the practical sense of that, what you're describing there, like being on the bus and having to do like, how long was the flight? Like 8, 10 hours, 12 hours?
Yeah, I mean, it was all right.
Like what,
It's fine.
but were you more withdrawn to like, it sounds so basic, but like, were you less inclined to put on a film, listen to music because of this sort of electronic stuff? Or were you happy to do that? Or were you reading? Do you know what I mean?
Music sounded like amazing, but good music. So as in, when you say like everything matters, from how you treat everything to what you expose yourself to, like, bro, like the first one, before we got the plane, me and 2 other people who like, you would have been like, this is the most unlikely link up at the beginning. If you saw how everyone was, you'd be like, there's no way they're hanging out. But like when you realize that like there is no divide, and we are like, when you really like, we are all, you know, we just were like, let's go to the Starbucks farm, like where they grow obviously like Starbucks beans, coffee beans, obviously in Costa Rica. We just went to the farm and it was like this most beautiful gap where it's like totally open, and the view is of like all the jungle and this waterfall, and I was speaking Spanish. I somehow got even better at Spanish for all of this. I don't know if it's because like anxiety,
Surrounded
just
by it as well.
like yes, definitely surrounded by it, but it's almost like that anxiety and like judging myself. It held me back for a long time regarding my Spanish. But I was speaking to like the waiters only in Spanish and like having this amazing coffee, and there was Ed Sheeran playing, right? Regarding music, I would always be like, oh, classic pop, like, or classic, like, oh, just it's cringe, just like whatever. And it's like for the first time, all of us just sort of like, we couldn't help it, just almost like want to dance, but not from a sense of being like weird or whatever. Before. And bear in mind, like, we're not like in any way, like, we're completely normal at this point. There's no, you know, but it's almost, you feel like the loving, like Ed Sheeran, the reason why he's so banging and like absolutely massive is not just because like he makes good music, it's because through that music, the energy of love is coming through.
100%.
And that is what, like, generally, that's all the love. Like, because we know, our real selves know that we are here for that love. That is why, like, people listen to that and it is pleasing. And we felt it. Like, I felt it for the first ever time. And in this Starbucks, they just had, like, love type songs, feel good songs over and over again. And it just was, like, the best music we've ever heard.
So in, like, an actual practical sense of you as a person, like, your music taste has changed slightly, or
I don't know.
I've been
listening to a lot of Afro beats since being back, which is like, no, do you know? But like more like not as in like the proper like hard hitting stuff, but there's more like soulful stuff.
Yeah.
It's like chilled like beats. That's like sunset music.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh mate, I've just had it on, and it's like, I don't know. There's something about I went to Africa and. It just the connection there, and that's where humanity's from. Like we started, like from Africa, and I don't know. There was just like I don't know. I'm just enjoying that music.
That's
but
great.
Like there's definitely like if you're like wanting to listen to music about like, oh, killed this person and selling drugs and all this stuff, and like
wait, so you're
probably pardon?
You were a grime fan, though.
I loved all that shit, and again, like when you're in alignment more with that devil, like notice what you're wanting to consume more, like that urge, like. Oh, I'm wanting to watch these like traumatic killer movies where people are getting like savaged and all that, and I'm able to watch it, like, or I'm wanting to watch loads of porn, or I'm wanting to listen to music about like awful things, like there's a reason why you're more wanting to listen to that stuff. Like everything you feel and get a draw to, everything we experience is with an intention, and it's like bonkers, bro.
That leads on to the two questions I didn't get to ask then.
Go on, my G.
Who would you say you are now in terms of have you actually changed? In terms of like day to day, what is different between you now and before?
I think that's a great question. Like, who is Joe Weller before this trip versus Joe Weller
because it is very raw, right? It's very new.
Yeah,
like it's very easy to come back and be like, I'm this now, like I do this, but like. You know, in a year's time, do you feel like you'll still be applying everything that you've learned here?
Right?
I mean, yeah, that's part of it. They say that the integration process is like a major part of it. Like 20-30% is the actual ceremonies. It's then what you do with the information. That means everything. Yeah. And realistically, like if I ignore this information that I've been sent, like the pains that I've been shown, why I have those pains, the stresses, they're going to stay there.
Yeah.
And that's what it's become so unbearable that I'm like, I'll do anything. That's why I've gone and done ayahuasca, right? And it's like, so the first thing is obviously do what I've needed to come home and do, which has been, you know, is what it is.
I mean, difficult, I'm guessing.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
But ultimately, who I am now, I mean, I'm the same as you boys. I'm just a person here that's navigating this life, going through the obstacles that my life is meant to go through and trying to do it in the most loving way. I think before... I was definitely wrapped up, and you know, I'd say my job maybe played a role in this, but like I was definitely wrapped up in trying to be what I thought I should be in all areas regarding, you know, interpersonal relationships, from my job being the person that's going to, you know, operating with a lot of fear in terms of like, I need to be what I will be accepted by the viewers, because all the, like that dictates if I'm going to get money, and money's a thing again that's here to, and the way money's used in this world to keep us in that fear. I was so in fear, man, like, bro, guy. I was so in fear, in guilt, in confusion, not getting it, not getting the point, not understanding, feeling like I need to live up to what life has been trying to actually get me out of. And I've had the opportunity many times through huge things, and I see it now. But ultimately, I'm at a point where I'm listening. Let's just say that I'm willing to listen, and accept that this life is the reason why it's exciting to now continue living, and that I don't have it all figured out, is because that's what life's about. It's about uncovering those different obstacles that align you with your purpose. That purpose is alignment with love.
Yeah.
Right. So now I get to go and just do what I need to do, as in what my life entails, and listening to what feels right. If I'm getting the feeling of like, I really want to go to that country, or I really want to try this thing, or maybe I'm feeling that that's actually not for me, I think I'm in a much better place to actually hear it now and trust myself
And act on it.
Yeah, and trust.
Physically,
Yeah,
yeah.
like trust it, and not take it as confusion, and not be like, oh no, but I should be doing this, man, but I shouldn't be doing that. It's kind of like,
But in,
Yeah.
in terms of like, obviously you can go through what you went through, and
Yeah.
but when it comes to living in the real world,
Uh-huh.
obviously you have
Yeah.
you have responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
You have to earn money. There's all these
Yeah.
different things you have to do.
yeah,
How do you think that is affecting you in that form?
yeah. So a lot of us, I mean, I'm going to talk just from my
yeah.
situation, but you can feel like that you need to earn money as quickly as possible, because what if I don't have this opportunity anymore? And it can be like, I need to earn all the money that I need to right now. So imagine if I don't want to go broke again,
Yeah.
and like in fear, and basically anything that's keeping you in that fear, just like notice what that's doing. It's making you probably not live in alignment with what you're here to do, because no, I can't do that, because I need to I need to go where I'm going to get the most money, and that's not like money that I need to just get by and do what I need to do. That's actually, I need so much money so that I can secure myself as soon as possible and not have to worry anymore.
Yeah.
We never have to worry. And what I mean by this is that scarcity of like feeling like I need to get it all over and done with and have it all figured out now. You're denying your life's path. We will, if we actually like, well, I'm going to talk just from my point of view, even though we are all, but if I follow my actual passion and what feels actually right, and I may not know what that is yet, but I may need to go and figure out what that is. If I follow that, I will be sound. I will earn the exact amount of money and have the opportunity to earn that money in the way that I'm meant to. But I may not be able to earn like 50 grand a month. I may not be able to earn loads and loads and loads. I may have to say no to some certain things. But I think I'm at a position now where it's go and find out. It's not like right, yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to be now. I know exactly what I'm going to do. But there are certain aspects that it's like, by accepting, I'm in control. You have a lot more control than you think. Nothing's a foregone conclusion. But there's things that I can do regarding earning money that may attract certain energies that aren't me, i.e. basically align with more hate and devil and certain things like that, rather than what
But
I'm
would you
actually
say that's
here for.
easier for you
Why
than
not?
someone who is struggling
What, financially?
financially, who may want to do this same path and feels exactly the same you do, but also they literally maybe can't do certain things because actually they actually can't afford to pay their rent.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely not going to sit here and talk on behalf of, like, I understand what everyone else is going through. Like, honestly, everyone really is on their own life path. And that's where some difficulty can come, where people think they can tell others how they should think, feel, and act based on, they're only going to say, really, all you can do is project your own experience, right? And if I can't ever put myself fully in Theo Baker or Luke Martin or anyone listening or watching's shoes.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do ayahuasca to learn what I had the opportunity to learn. There are other ways. Ultimately, and this is what's so funny I learned about religion, that religion can be very bathed in ego as well. Religion's not necessarily the answer, but it can be used as a tool. I got shown how different spiritual teachers have come and, again, been that symbol. And they're all of it, all religion, all spiritual teachers, all God, all of it is ultimately just a pathway to go infinite love for yourself, for everything. Not for bad, not for evil. Obviously, don't love, you know what I mean? But like accepting yourself as a whole. You accept yourself as a whole and don't harm yourself, you will then be able to love and accept others and see the bigger picture. And I believe what I was shown for me, and I like to believe that this is because we are all from the same place. We are all here from, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go into it again. But if we fully allow that, then the answers come. And who knows, again, and I understand that this is where I'm maybe treading on stuff where I'm not fully processed and fully grasped, but like life isn't fair.
I think that's a very valid
And
statement
I think
to make.
that's the thing, like life's not fair, and I can't go like some people, you know, everyone's obstacle is different. It may be the most unbearable, unfair obstacle in the world, but everything can be processed through love and utilized in a way with love. However that is. However, whatever you think may be something this is my almost like handicap. This is the thing that like holds me back. This is the thing that where I'm not as good as everyone else. No matter what it is, it can be. You utilize, if you accept all of you, you can you can align yourself with love, and it will all figure itself out. I know that sounds, again, like I'm getting caught in between here, between worrying that I'm not understood in communicating this in like language ways, and this is what it comes to again, is like the best way to embody that love and like say what I've learned is to just be it, not preach it, not be like try and put it into words and try and be like,
Lead by
this
example,
is how everyone,
isn't it?
it is just lead by example, just do it.
So what does the future hold?
Yeah, that's
In terms of you personally, career-wise
Yeah.
as well, there's so many different aspects of that.
Yeah, there is.
Is Joe Weller HD TV still?
Joe
gonna
Weller
be there?
HGTV, mate. What's the thing? Like,
Wave of films.
I think I need a sec. I think I need a little sec to really compute that and understand that. You know, there is an aspect of, I know I'm here to share love in a way that involves interacting with others. Obviously, that's been over a camera. I know you're listening, you're watching right now, and there's certain like they you know, people can feel your energy through a camera, through a screen.
Yeah.
They can feel you. They can, you know, your words mean a lot. Your words hold a lot, and you know that is one thing. But I definitely think there's something about in real life interaction that I am getting the feeling of is something that I should actually experiment with. So it's not all just over a camera. It's not
Announcing
just
a stand-up tour.
No, but I can
imagine. It's like, and I don't know to what extent that is. And I know there's an element of like, I need to go and figure out, I need to go and find and walk that path. And it may involve doing some traveling, going to different places, and just walking that path, but trusting that like, you're not meant to, you won't have it all figured out by sitting there and thinking consciously in your little, you know, our brain's only this big. You have to allow just things to take place and allow things to unfold. And that's what's exciting about life, that you don't have it. It's not a foregone conclusion that you have all figured out. You get to walk this path and figure out along the way everything that's meant for you, essentially, which is class. So I don't know, basically in the immediate future, you know, waffling can be a powerful tool. My YouTube can be a powerful tool. You know, I don't quite know yet what the future holds. I can't tell you I exactly 100% know for sure. But I have, since being back, like, I don't want to go anywhere near my phone. I don't want to go anywhere near my phone. That doesn't mean that it's not a tool that can be used in the right way. But it's such an easy gateway to that devil work, mate. It just is. And that's what's really sad about these higher, you know, people in control here. The fact that this stuff is allowed, I grasp that they may know what we're actually all here for and really are actually doing the opposite. And because there's no way that you can have those platforms, the way they operate, X, Instagram, TikTok, and it not be they know exactly what they're doing. And I think what's worrying is like, if me putting content onto that same platform, like I can't, that's me seeing the bad in the world. That's me aligning with hate to an extent.
There's so much good on this platform.
You know, there is, and you can be the change that makes those platforms a better place, 100%. I think right now, while I'm just figuring myself and sitting like, you know, which I do definitely deserve to like sit with this stuff for myself before I like, you know, take it upon me to even share. Really, like, I just am feeling like I need some time away from all this like social media, electronic, like
Totally fair as well.
kind of thing. before I really know how I want to post. And it's funny because like it's everything I started to learn while I went traveling, solo traveling. And I came back and I was like, oh, I get it. But I was really on the pathway. I was really on the path. Like, and some people call it a spiritual awakening or whatever. But like, you know, I was really on that pathway. And I think everything then I started to do, I slowly started to essentially revert.
Slip back into old habits.
Slip back and not even realize what I was doing to slip back into that. And I think whether it's, you know, I have maybe the lessons, I don't know. I just know I need a sec.
You do think you will continue in this industry and continue to post in some form at the moment?
I don't know. I can't tell you that, brother. I can't tell you that. I genuinely can't tell you. I mean, for me, like the thing that will get me, like, it's definitely what's so funny. Like we get caught up in views. Views equal more money. Views stop being our measure for success. It's like that is the step one into distorting yourself away from what we're actually here for. Because you know, I'd rather have 10 people around me that I'm actually connecting to, and we're actually like, this is pure. This is like on the pathway to that real love. What we're actually here for. It doesn't mean being like, oh, I love you, mate. I love you. It's like when I talk about, you know, aligning with what we actually are. I'd rather have 10 people, 5 people around me in real life, and having that, knowing that it's real and it's pure, than however many thousand or million that are just, you know,
make us laugh, Weller.
You know, make us laugh, and then think how much I've been like, oh boys, we're not being funny enough. We need to make people laugh. You know, you can get wrapped up in it's like, it's I know. I just know meaningful connection in a way of like, basically being authentic.
Yeah.
If you're being authentic, you're being your true self. You're in alignment. You love your whole self. You accept yourself for who you are. Anything that you can like, from the ones that you genuinely deeply love, you should be able to say everything about you. Anything that you feel like you need to hide away is something that you're basically you don't love. And in order to really embody your purpose here, you need to be able to basically love all of you. That's the takeaway from it. And I think I just sit in, you know, before you can do that and tell those people, you need to maybe sit with yourself for a bit. And I think that's what I'm ready to now do. Just sit with myself, and just allow time to process.
I know we're probably going to like come to like the same sort of answer. So you can just say it so, but like, have you pictured what a future looks like if you opt out of the industry?
Can I say what I think it looks like?
Go on.
The way you're describing it, it's such a corny thing to describe.
It's not corny.
No, but like, you know, like motivational speakers.
Yeah.
Quite corny to say. But like having the ability to be able to speak and interact with people in real life and holding these meets, whatever, I can see that.
A retreat?
Isn't it funny how that got brought up before?
Not even a retreat. I mean, look, in the future maybe, but it's more audiences where you actually get to interact with them.
I did say that, but I think Weller was also always drawn to that sort of thing, like thriving off, even go back to like the upload stuff where you'd thrive off like the live crowd. And then when, you know, we've spoken about and even had talks in the background about doing live shows, where you're always most up for that out of all of us, because I think it's that real life connection element that you thrive off.
Yeah, maybe there's something in that. Whether I know like the environment that I'm in is something. I know we keep talking about like, you know, Australia and all these different places. Philippines, I had a major time in the Philippines. The Costa Rica was amazing, in jungle, all amazing. That nature, being involved with nature, like I know as much as like I know how, you know, I've visibly seen and experienced how we are all connected, and I want to, you know, I accept everyone for who they are. I also have to choose myself in a way, in terms of like, I can't allow myself to be exposed to what doesn't feel right. And if I, you know, being in a busy city.
Why you live in Eastbourne and not London?
Well, that's the first step. Again, like I have a very like, you know, garden that's filled with all these plants and whatnot. And I love going to the forest and to the sea and all that. But yeah, like I can't necessarily be around, say for example, there may be people that are doing toxic things, and it's like I love you, I see what, you know, I know who you really are. But if you're deciding to not love yourself, and what I mean by that is like doing toxic things, like of course I'd want to be there to like, you know, help and be there for anyone. But like, I can't allow myself to be in environments that are doing toxic behaviors and encouraging that, and where everyone's enabling each other to do toxic things, because that I will onboard that, and I will feel that, and I come home and like, it's freaking overwhelming. It's like, it's a lot, and that may be, I don't know whether that's ending up in a different country doing something or other, but it's about trusting. And when people say trust the process, like, it is really that. And the only times you can start getting angry, anxiety, or not worried, is because your human brain's trying to figure it all out and not trusting. And it's like, it's all gonna I mean, whether it's, I don't know where it is, but obviously I'm going back to Costa Rica like in 2 days to really like see the country, because obviously you only went to one part of it, but like, it was a freaking beautiful place, man. Like, and I felt like it's interesting. It's like a blue zone as well, where like people live longer, and it's like people like the most healthy people. There's certain blue zones around the world.
Like we spoke about.
Yeah, I think I called them purple zones.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah,
yeah.
you did.
And it's like, I don't know if that's, again, everything has a meaning, but like, yeah, I definitely want to go and explore that place. And it's funny, like, I want to see it. It's the wet season right now, but I want to see it in all its parts. I don't just want to see it in its sunny only. Seeing just the light. It's almost like seeing its dot. I don't know if that's something. I want to see all parts of it.
It's funny, Spencer went back, didn't he? He spent like 6 weeks out there.
Wow.
It's a
with his
beautiful
family.
place. It's incredible, and it's interesting. And I have had this desire to learn Spanish over my life. I know Spanish, and it's like, it can get elevated from living somewhere Hispanic. And I wonder, it does. Everything happens for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything. So who knows? But all I know is, I love you, boys.
Well, we love you too. And we said on the episode of AB, when we hadn't heard from you, because we literally, it's Tuesday today. We heard from Weller for the first time yesterday. We had said, like, fundamentally, we just hope you've come back and you got what you needed from it.
Sounds like you did.
Yeah, I mean, everything I needed, I got. And
But you are still you, though, which is important, I think.
yeah, I think that's the amazing thing. It's like, people can worry, like, oh, it's going to change you forever and turn you into this like zombie or whatever. It's just like, now I can just actually just get to be myself.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, when I say myself, it's like, I get to fully engage in this lifetime and not get caught in between, like, oh, this is, because before I've got like, oh, this is a load of bollocks and we're not really humans and all this whatever, and it's fair play, but like, I get to now actually fully engage in this life, and like experience it to the fullest, and that I'm very excited for. So yeah, and boys, I know I didn't message anyone, and I know there was an element of me that was like, oh man, like, I want to actually tell everyone, and I think part of like hyping this up so much before I went and creating such like a thing, and there's no wonder that you would be considerate of my safety and making sure I'm all right. Also, there'd be people that will just want to know, like, I want to know it all, because I did make it out to be this huge, exciting thing. But, I basically got it. I just felt like I needed to be with it for a second. I didn't.
You did send a message though, which was quite like calming. Like, like the one beforehand. You knew when
at the end of the retreat, I put into the group chat.
And when I saw that, I think I was like, okay, I'm not worried if we don't hear from you. Do you know what I mean? I think you, especially you need to sound to like.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a big thing coming back, like, and going through everything, whether it was good or bad. You were always going to come back and be like, what the hell has just happened? Yeah.
Because
you were either going to.
It will be for a while.
Yeah, you're going to have to digest everything.
Well, there's a reason why for the next like 2 weeks definitely, there's still dietary and things, restrictions in certain ways of like to allow yourself to actually fully heal. Like, the medicine will still be in me right now.
It's funny that you refer to it as
Technically, I'm
medicine.
just still, no, but there's that. Honestly, it's like it's just hilarious because like it's just the perfect word to sum it up. Like, but that's what it's called in La Medicina. Like, that is what it's called. It's not, you call it uni in there. It's the name for it, like their version of ayahuasca. But it's like, it's the ultimate medicine. Like, your ailments, whatever's disrupting your human self, like, it is there to cure and help you work with. And what I hate to think is that like the higher powers know that and went, well, let's make sure that gets legalized. And instead, here's all the solutions that you can buy pharmaceutically, and we're going to earn a fuckload of money out of it. And I just think that's where like the Western world, I'm like, ugh, because it could so easily turn you into like a hateful, resentful person. But like I accept what is, but maybe this is why I get the inclination of like maybe I won't live necessarily in like the West. I don't know yet.
Costa Rica is as far west as you can get.
Well, when I talk about West,
I know what
as
you
in,
mean, like Western
Western-
civilization.
yeah,
And also
Western
ultimately,
civilizations. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can go as west as you want, and it's east somewhere.
Yeah, well, as in when we say West, we mean like as in
Western
like the Western
But like
culture,
the
like
international date line, isn't that like the period where like you switch from technically east to west? Because that's when the day
we're
starts.
the east
yeah.
from America.
Oh, we
So
we are.
more quickfire stuff. I think to.
We're quiet.
Hit me, bro.
I
Hit me, bro.
actually realised I'm a well good interviewer.
Yeah.
Will you drink alcohol?
I asked him this question on the train.
So this is a thing. Obviously, everything can be enjoyed,
Mm.
right? It's just whether that is something you enjoy.
Fair. Yep.
You know,
I've done a lot of sober
I
nights. recently.
definitely understand how like the confusion I've had, the not understanding what I'm experiencing, like the not able to figure it out for myself, has come as a result of maybe doing things that dampen that like almost intuition of like
Mhm.
actually being able to go hang about, what's actually going on here. And I understand like alcohol, it does do that. It's being aware of that and going like, okay, I may feel, disconnected or whatever, or not quite understand and whether the enjoyment of alcohol is worth that. For me personally, I've never really fully like grasped the enjoyment from alcohol. Like for me, that's something that doesn't quite get me going.
Yeah.
I know for sure, like none of us genuinely want to be blackout drunk.
Mm.
Like no one wants to really do that. And I probably won't ever do that because I just
Don't want to.
see,
Yeah.
I just see that that's not necessarily beneficial in any way. But I don't, again, like, I don't want to be like advertising it. And there's certain things within my, like obviously, like say for example, Wafflin with things that I promote myself. It's not just alcohol. There's other things that might not sit right, and you understand why it doesn't sit right off the back of say like, I mean, what I've just seen. I may have to say goodbye to a lot of money. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Totally fair.
And
Would you do you see yourself like I've done a lot of sober nights recently,
Yeah.
right? That's absolutely fine. You
Yeah.
don't need it. You don't need to rely on it. Do you see yourself having a drink every now and again, like on a wedding or like
there's the thing. Like, I mean, I've obviously
You don't need to
I've
at
obviously
all.
just been to a wedding, and I mean, I'll be real. I'm absolutely never going to drink again.
Oh, there you go.
Like
That's it.
As in, you're never going to get drunk again, or you're never going to...
I'm never going to drink alcohol again intentionally. If I accidentally did it, as in like I accidentally picked up the wrong drink at the thing and I had to swing, and I was like, I could tell it was
So-
like, but like realistically, like I.
But also-
No,
yeah.
one thing I'm curious about
Yeah,
that
go
is you talk about earlier not being around people that you feel are going to be sort of giving off that devil energy.
Right.
Let's say I want to hang out with you. I like hanging out with you. It's
Yeah.
good fun. And I'm like, right, well, I'm having a party at my
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
All the boys are coming.
Yeah.
Naturally, we're going to get on it. We're going to drink. I mean, just drink, by the way.
yeah.
But you can
Is that an environment that you would then be like, I don't want to be around that because I'm going to feel that? Or is it somewhere where actually you'd be like, no, I understand this and I'm happy to be a part of it because I know the reason they want me there is because I am part of them. Do you know what I mean?
So everyone can drink alcohol, and deep down, you know what you're drinking, the intention you're putting behind that. If you're drinking alcohol to go like, I want to have a good old sit down with the boys, or a good time with the boys, just want a good time. I'm in a good place. I love myself completely, wholeheartedly, and like I am literally having a bev, and this is enjoyable. And I genuinely, I'm enjoying this. For some people, they may just genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right. You know if you're doing that, and that energy is the energy you're putting out. If that room is filled with that, brilliant. If that room is filled with people that then progressively are now having excessive amounts, and they're actually now projecting the thing that they're trying to hide from, that energy is then in that room, and I will feel so uncomfortable. It happened at my sister's wedding. At first, freaking lovely. Everyone's having maybe a couple acting a little bit maybe out of character in the way that they'd want to, but it's all right. Towards the end, and it starts maybe going a bit crazy, and you really feel fucking what's actually coming through. That like if you're, you know, yeah, like that will start. I know for me that will start feeling very uncomfortable, and it may be like maybe it's my time to like bounce. Like we've had a sick time first good couple hours, but if now people are starting to do coke or starting to like drink excessively and they're throwing up and going all crazy, not because they're throwing up, but because that's obviously their body rejecting or purging. But like if they're trying to like hide their demons by inviting the demon in, yeah, maybe that's just my time to maybe bounce.
Do you know what? I think that's an incredibly fair and respectful thing to say. Like, if I'm such an advocate for not getting fucked up, blackout, but like socializing through like the pub and drinking. But I think it's also very fair to say, actually, that's not my scene. And people getting like way too silly is like, I'm there for a point, like up to a point. But beyond that, it's actually not a bit of me. And I think that's fair. If you're going to turn up to places, there's no point staying beyond the point where you think this is a good idea.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Or you're not enjoying it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what I actually want to speak to Spencer on this, because like what can happen, and he had it, because I was like, how have you given up like yummy freaking naughty food? Because that's like that would be my version of getting blackout drunk. Blackout drunk is eating too much food and not being able to stop. Like I've had like 10 brownies and I want more. And now I've had brownies, so now I want cookie. Like as in like that would be my version of like getting blackout drunk. Literally. And what he was like, mate, you just when you've done this and when you realise what you need to realise, like you just don't want to anymore. And I get that in the sense of like, because when there's no part of you that you're rejecting, that part doesn't now need, like that doesn't come through as like something you need to suppress anymore. And when like normally we suppress it with like comfort eating or comfort drinking or comfort smoking or comfort something. You can even use exercise in a way. If you're training in a way that's actually harming your body, like I'd go and do these huge lifts at the gym. It's all just about getting as powerful as possible. Powerful. But I'm as stiff as a brick, mate. I'm freaking, my joints are hurting. My back's hurting. I'm like not flexible. My body's not actually functioning. What am I actually harnessing here from like all this, you know what I mean? Like there's anything can almost be used as a vice to suppress that which you're avoiding. And it's like, when you're fully accepting of yourself and you're not avoiding any part of yourself because you actually accept, that doesn't mean you have to pretend to like it. You can accept that that's something that's not ideal, but I love myself still. I accept myself still. You probably will no longer get the urge to do these things that are actually harmful for your body as much. And that's what is actually quite abundantly clear now. It's like I can have a little brownie. I had a little half of a brownie the other night with some ice cream, shared it, and it was quality.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right? But I'm like, I had it and it was class. And now it's just like, but there's not now the, oh my God, I need to cover up. And that's maybe what you can do with a bev. Maybe you feel the idea. I mean, there's part of me, it's like, if I never have one ever again, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Because like, I get it. And it may be that you may start to realize, like, actually, I don't really need to drink anymore in a weird way. But not because you're having to suppress it and go, oh, fuck, I don't do that, it's bad. But because like your actual like desires start changing because you're
choosing to.
You get it. I don't know. It's. But we all, yeah, we're all all right deep down.
Yeah,
we're all right.
What about training? How's that going to change? You talk about
we're
gonna do yoga together.
Yeah, I actually think like, and again, like training it's interesting how like for a man, oftentimes like. You can want to, like, the idea of doing yoga can feel girly or feel like...
Oh, mate, I do a lot of yoga.
Mate, honestly...
It's well hard.
It's literally, in order to do yoga, you have to put your ego self aside because it's like, I want to lift weights or I want to play a sport or I want to do this thing. It's kind of, you have to put yourself aside to then do yoga and then experience the benefits of yoga because it is actually quite difficult. But that is like the best thing you can do. The different types of yoga, because there are different types, to actually like look after yourself. So, there may be, I don't know, might want to play football as well. I might actually want to do that because that's fun. I might want to do, I don't
Social
know,
sport.
experience some other stuff. I don't even know yet. I may even want to still do weights. I'm not saying weights are bad. But definitely incorporate some yoga in there because fuck me, like how stiff I am and how like, and it allows like the less stiff you are, the more flexible you
Yeah.
are, that it allows energy to actually process. So you can actually like realize shit from in terms of like knowing what like your intuition, like how it should be basically understanding yourself as a whole and processing shit can be far easier with like doing things like yoga because you're actually like,
Yoga
you're
is
actually
something
open.
that is well known for like putting you into like meditative states.
But not
and,
on a physical sense as well. Like, say you decide to lift weights and stuff, just having the mobility and better range of motion will be better for you in terms of your actual training as well.
Well, yeah, in terms of like functioning as a human being, without a doubt. But in terms of like allowing like stuff to not get blocked up, like energy. I know like energetically for some people might be like still just like what, but as in like you can process stuff better when you're not stiff and when you're actually like able to flow in every way when your body's functioning.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah.
Right, next
yoga.
quick fire question.
That was a very quick fire question. That was
Coffee. Drink
Right,
or no
mate,
drink?
it's so interesting that like so some serious coffee drinkers were on this retreat. They got out. They were excited to like have their first coffee again. Made them feel like fucking shit. They were like, oh, I'm pranging out. I'm freaking. I don't know. It's like first coffee in like a month or whatever. But they were literally like, this doesn't even feel like. This isn't what it was. What? And obviously, a lot of people, coffee's their vice. Coffee's a thing that wakes them up in the morning, and it's like, obviously, rather than that like half an hour of energy, we can have that the whole day if we, treat ourselves right. And a lot of them were just like, mate, what the fuck? I don't even need this. And I think like I was almost tempted to give coffee a go, but I didn't. And it's just like, yeah, again. And it sort of came through during the ceremony. Yeah, just like caffeine, alcohol, all that stuff. It doesn't necessarily agree with me. That's not to say I won't ever have one ever again. But generally,
I feel like your relationship to coffee was always so different to say mine as an example because previous shows we've done, even at your old house, you'd always be like, I need a coffee before this. I need to feel that buzz. I need to feel that buzz.
Give it to me, let it hit
me.
And everyone's
like,
relationship with coffee is so different. Like for me, just tastes pang in the morning.
Yeah, because ultimately as well, it comes from the ground. It's natural. It is here. So like maybe there is a place for it. Again, it's like what alcohol can be. It's like if you're in a place where you are totally like accepting of yourself and at a place, like I know when people say if you're at a good place, but it is like you're totally accepting. There's nothing that you're deeply hiding or rejecting within yourself. Then you probably can enjoy a beer or a drink. The difference is from having like a coffee that maybe you can enjoy and seeing what gateway that opens. Because for me, having one coffee does sort of open this gateway. And I'm like, if I'm aware that gateway, like when I say like, oh, the devil, like it's a gateway that like the devil can come in and start going, right, you've had that coffee, I'm now in. Now you're getting the feeling that you want to, do you want to watch, do you want to, you're feeling a bit horny today, you want to watch some porn? That delicious Domino's or that some big ultra processed meal. That's now really appealing. Next thing you know, you're like, you let him in one area and it starts to take over. So it's just being aware of that. And I think for me, I notice how coffee can do that. And maybe I need to just, when I say I've just had surgery, I need to really like heal in this sense and really sit in this sense before maybe introducing stuff like that.
Do you mind sharing the sentient being part?
Oh, bro, that was mental.
Because that is also like funny, not in a ha way, but like it's just funny.
Well, it's funny of like what is like, as in, mate. So like, I'm like, obviously I eat meat. Obviously we all do. Meat's banging. Like I love burgers. I eat burgers and sausages like every day. Freaking, I don't have steak too much, but as in like, I do love meat, and that's fine. But I was showing about like when like energy is everything, right? You eating a sentient being that's maybe suffered a lot and like maybe got cut off from their life in a really traumatic way. Like there was a sense of like you do literally on board that if you eat it.
Are you saying you're now vegan?
No, but as in like the way to like be completely like in alignment and like allowing that, like, and not onboard that confusion and that like darker energy and whatever. Yeah, like the best way to go about it is to at least avoid things like pork and cow, like beef.
What's the difference between that and a chicken?
Well,
That-
I mean, there's not. It's still a
Fish.
living being, but it's not quite as sentient. It's like the consciousness of cows and pigs and all that is very similar to humans. So if it's almost like eating ourselves a little bit. That would cause a bit of a. If you started eating humans, you'd notice it. It is kind of the same with those animals. It's like on a surface level, obviously pigs don't have sweat glands, so every bit of bacteria and shit that they eat, and they eat anything, they eat each other.
I know they eat their
they
babies.
Shit, they eat babies. Yeah, that then gets stored in their body,
Sad.
in their skin, in their meat. You then eat it. You're on board in that. I know that seems like, well, that's just meat, but like energetically, when you see this shit and it's like, oh my god, you can't deny it. It's like, yeah, like that. It does make sense. And I've even now, like at the wedding, they were serving burgers, and it's like I love burgers. It's my favorite meal. It's like my freaking. It's my fucking
Beans
like
and burgers.
Double
and
cheese, mate.
Yeah,
Extra
it's
cheese.
my favorite, right? It's in terms of taste, but I was seeing it. It was like this. It was like I was seeing like a human burger. Like that's almost the feeling that you relate it to. Like it's a bit like shit. And the reason why, okay, and even I saw past that, I was like, no, I love burgers. Let's go. Ate it. It's like you then feel it. Like afterwards, I was like, where I'm like very sensitive in terms of like the whole like energy thing right now. I then just felt like this heaviness and this feeling, and the thoughts that start coming into your head that aren't nice. Not regarding the cow, not regarding that, but it was regarding like myself, regarding other people. Now feeling like all the things that like when you're in that place of not in alignment with love started to show themselves a little bit. And it's not like, I don't know. I just noticed I was like, okay, that was interesting. I don't know. It was a bit like, and then how we have been eating in terms of not having that stuff. I've had chicken, I've had salmon, but as in like generally like I haven't had. That was the first time I'd had beef. It's like I haven't felt that off the back of eating anything else.
Interesting.
And I didn't even go into that with that in my mind of like I'm gonna feel like that afterwards. I was just like, oh, we're at a wedding, it's fine. Let me just eat it. And I was actually quite excited to eat, and it was banging. But yeah, it was just I just noticed that happened afterwards, and it was a bit like
Couldn't do that.
it was a bit nuts.
You were vegetarian for like the first 16 years of your life.
17, yeah, but now I couldn't do that.
But yeah,
And Five Guys vouchers, you haven't thrown them, have you?
I haven't used a single one of them yet.
Oh, well,
Those
if you,
Five Guys
if you know
vouchers,
anyone who wants
No,
them,
I know, and it'd be interesting. I
Brought 'em
might
up.
go and have a Five Guys and just see how it feels, and just see if it's the same. Because like there is an element to this where it is just like I'm like this like toddler, this baby that's
Try
like,
things what works
that's
for you.
almost just like yeah.
Yeah, do you feel like you're rediscovering like things that we need to find out? Actually, wait, do I like this?
Yeah,
Is this for me? Wait, I used to love that, now I hate it.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I know I've like driving around my hometown, and it's like the first time I've been here, and I'm like coming here today felt like the first. Isn't it? It's nuts. Like seeing you boys for the first time again, and it's like, but it's like,
In different light.
but it's like, you know, and I do like see. I take like they said, take a before and after photo of yourself, and it's like, I actually was like, why do I look different? What's that? Is there a look in my eyes? I don't know, but it's like kind
you
of
do have a
like,
look in your eye.
it does feel like, yeah, I'm experiencing things for kind of like the first time. It's kind of exciting to an extent, like, but at the same time, it can easily be like for a child, things can get overwhelming quite quick. That can happen quite quick, and it's like, hang on, I need to even like, yeah, just get back out, maybe like go out in nature, or like just have some
Go for a
time.
run.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, just it can be overwhelming quite quick. But ultimately, as much as this was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and we've only scratched the surface in terms of what actually went, you know, and took place, it's the best thing
Brilliant.
I've ever done. And I got everything I need. And I'm excited to now live my life, which I could never actually say before.
Mate, it's so sick. I know, like, there would have been countless people out there who were skeptical of you going to do it or whatever they think of it, but it literally does not matter. Like, you've gone there, got exactly what you wanted from it. You come
And it's
back
only for
and
you,
now
for
you
no
get
one
to,
else.
Yeah, that
Do you know
is
what I mean?
100% true.
In this sense, 100%, I agree, yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say, add to it? I feel like I tried to dive deep. You know, obviously.
Very Michael Parkinson, if you did a great job.
Who's that?
What? The legendary Michael Parkinson?
Yeah, the interviewer, sorry.
Yeah. Right, so you know who it is.
What?
You're a weird
Do you
bloke.
reckon you'll have a laugh
I'll ever laugh.
Oh, what? What you think it's made
was
it
it
boring?
No, but that's that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, can you let go?
No, this is the thing. This is why I need to sit with this and allow myself to heal, because all the while that you're just still like a bit of an open thing and whatever, and it's all very new. It's kind of like, wow, like I've seen it all, and yeah, like I know what you're saying. It's like now, eventually, you get to a point where it's like, right, I'm settled in this now, and I can just like things become more lighthearted, and I'm aware that like things can seem quite like.
No, but I can imagine
intense.
like you might also have like almost a sense of guilt, like
Nah.
of having a laugh. Do you know, like,
Yeah,
or
like
letting go? Do you know what I mean?
Take the piss out of Malfoy again.
Take the bit. Wow. I mean, the thing is like we can have a laugh, but that's the thing. When we're authentically like having a laugh through a sense of like something's funny, rather than like people will be able to read this like a book as well. When I'm taking the piss out of you and there's maliciousness behind it, there's judgment behind it, or there's me trying to say I'm better than you, I'm belittling you guys. People will see that clear as day, and I'll know that clear as day. And you're like you may or may not be consciously obvious, but you're like your actual self will like have seen that as well. And I think that's the difference. It's like we'll actually be able to have a laugh, and we're actually having a laugh together rather than trying to one up in a like a slightly malicious way.
Yeah,
I don't think you boys necessarily do that to me, but I've definitely done that to you boys in the past. And I think it's like, you know what I mean? But where it's like, that will come, 100% that will come. You know what I mean? I'm deadly serious. I'm deadly serious forever and ever. But no, it's all good.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Even though you're fucking off again, literally.
Obviously, I'm going to, in 2 days, back to the old Costa Rica. And then I'm going to come back and say, I'm never doing Wafflin again.
But we know that we've got a period that we're running to until we're looking to switch to seasons as next step. So I'm saying up until that point, we know that you're missing one episode because you're in Costa Rica.
Right.
So people can expect to see your face again.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
God forbid we get another guest on it. It's a YouTuber, by the way.
Oh, what
are you boys going to do?
Should we get Ollie Edwards in to replace you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think do that. Make it more the boys chat.
Yeah. All right. Should we get Harry Brown as well?
Harry Brown. Seeing him next week. Well, a couple of weeks. Not next week. Busy this weekend. What happened? Sweet.
Malfoy, got your big race coming up.
Oh, you have got your big race.
How is it going? As in, like, you
would have already
before,
done it.
Like, the first episode then, he was eating not only a pasta, but also a whole rice. And I'm like...
Whole bag.
But
can't you
to
tell
the
me
point
farting
where
all
it
episode?
looks difficult.
You farted all episode.
How is it going for you, mate?
I had to smell that as well, by the way.
Yeah, they did rot. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's going all right, to be fair. Had a bit of a scare this morning with my bike, but that's all fine. Races on Saturday. Just got to hope for no mechanicals, and we just get through the swim.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid, but once I get through the swim and the bike, so like the first 7.5 hours,
Oh my god.
I know I'll be all right. Because nothing goes on the no, I touch wood, but nothing goes wrong on the run. You can't pull a muscle because you're going so slow. Yeah, you can cramp.
Did you go slow?
Yeah, well slow.
How slow?
Like bare slow.
Was it 100k? The run.
100k?
How?
No, 42.2 is a marathon.
Oh, perfect.
No,
that's...
No, but you know what I mean?
I just thought it was 100 for
walk.
whatever reason.
You can walk if need be.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just put one for all.
You won't be doing that. You'll be smashing.
Yeah, hopefully.
Every-
It genuinely, like, an actual like physical sense of it. The only thing that's like, it's going to be hard. Obviously, I know that, but like, because I got the new bike, I got a new saddle, and because I'm spending a lot of time in this new position, like the nether region.
Well, yeah, like what happens to your arse?
Oh mate, my gooch is fucked.
Oh no, that's
Wait, no, but
horrible.
actually, right now,
Proper rashy, like scarred. It's hot, so painful.
Well, do you have like deep cut wounds?
It was close to
Does
being.
Jodie have to put cream on it?
No, I have to put cream on it.
Oh, she doesn't want to see it.
It's really painful, I can't lie. So after like an hour and a half on the bike, it just hurt. I need to change the saddle, I think, but it's too late to do that.
Yeah, but when we went bike shopping with you look at all the seats. They're like fucking like this.
But
why are they not like
mine's a
big
little
and
bit too
spongy?
No,
little
but
bit
allegedly that is because that actually complements your like skeleton better.
Yeah.
The bigger they are, the more that's actually like doing something that's making you uncomfortable in the long term. It's meant to just sit in your like pelvis and that's it.
Mine's a little bit too
Have you
thick.
got one of those 3D printed ones?
No, but that sounds kind of cool.
Okay.
That. Mine's like a 2 prongs like this,
Okay.
which is meant. It seems right, but it goes,
Mm.
but it's a little bit too wide, I think. But anyway, hey ho, I'm looking forward to it. I just can't wait for it to be done. Cannot wait.
And then life just goes back.
Comes
to normal.
down, yeah.
Are you
Do you feel-
excited for that?
I'm very excited to get back on like YouTube videos. I really enjoy making them, and I haven't really had a lot of time to actually make them.
Yeah.
So I really want to like. I'm
Can we
gonna
get
build-
more food vids?
Yeah, more food.
'Cause
I
I'm gonna-
really
I'm
enjoy
gonna
being in
watch
front of
your
camera.
second channel video.
So like, I want to do more of it, and it's just been really hard to find the time to do things I want, like prioritize more.
Maybe while you're on the ride, it will just come to you how you want to. Like you might have a big. Do you ever have that when you're riding?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
as in,
100%.
like, this is how, like, because if you may not know like what's going to come next, and then you're like, right, I've got this new idea. That's this new cooking show that involves this.
Yeah, 100%. I've got 6 hours to think about it, so I'm gonna figure something out on the ride. You do think about it a lot.
No headphones either. So
No.
it's pure like thought because you're
You
not. It's not one of. It's not like
You're
you're
not
gonna
allowed
have to.
headphones.
Not loud headphones, but it's
yeah.
also, but you can split it up. Like I'm splitting up in terms of my nutrition. So
Mm.
like in 20 minutes I'll have my squares bar. At 40 minutes I have my gel. At 60 minutes I have another bar, like more solids on the bike. So you can split it up into like micro races. If that makes sense.
Does that help it to be more digestible?
Yeah, because otherwise, if you think about cycling 180k just flat, it's just like you can't actually comprehend it.
It's funny. This is like a big symbol of life. Without getting all like that again.
Like
Like
splitting
you
up.
splitting it up like one thing at a time rather than trying to figure out the whole life in one go.
Yeah,
if
your
you
little
like-
phases.
Yeah, you know what I mean, you have your phases and you actually fully engross in like that
Yeah.
phase. And
Think
like
about
that
the one
probably
big journey. You think fucking hell,
makes
it's
it seem so
daunting.
overwhelming, right?
Yeah, so you can't even
Yeah.
begin to think about the run. You have to think about the
Yeah.
next 20k.
Yeah, or else thinking about the run's going to fuck up you doing this current 20k.
Yeah.
Like all the while that we're living in the future or the past, fucking up the right now.
And also the swim. You think
Come on.
about getting the swim. It's gonna be an hour and a half swim, right?
That's
You-
mental.
That- that's
you just can't,
that's not
you
even.
can't think about that. You just have to like you keep swimming, you're gonna finish it,
You
right? I'll
shouldn't-
get there eventually.
No one
Yeah,
should swim
just
for an
don't
hour and a
stop.
half. That is
Mate,
outrageous.
that's mental.
It is pretty daunting.
What's the longest you swum for?
I've done the full distance.
So you
Twice.
have.
Done an hour and
But in
35 minutes.
this is in.
no, out in a lake.
But this is in a lake or in the sea.
This is in the sea, the Baltic Sea.
But is it you Baltic? Like that phrase.
Should be all right though.
Like orcas.
Nah, hopefully not. Nah, surely not. Well, there probably are in the Baltic
No, there's
Sea.
there's
yeah, but
an
not.
interesting fact for you. An orca has never attacked a human in
Yeah,
the
because
wild.
they just toy with you, don't
In
they?
the wild.
Yeah, well, there was that person at SeaWorld that
Yeah.
got battered.
Mauled.
But I mean, that's what you
But
get
there's
when you fuck
thousands
around
of
with animals
competitors,
like
mate.
that.
The only thing's the jellyfish, but that should be calm.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
sounds worse.
But
to
there's
be
so many
honest.
people like
Portuguese man o' war comes around dead. They kill you, though.
What?
Yeah, they do
Portuguese
kill you.
man o' war.
They
Yeah.
fuck you up.
Surely
Yeah.
surely you saw that in
Is that why they're called man or war?
Man o' war, mate.
what's that book we used to read at school? Like the not James Bond, but like
Chinese element.
James Bond. No
You know,
one,
like
no one read
Alex
that. at school.
Pettifer,
What is that?
Ghostbusters or something. Like remember, like surely Alex Pettifer. He's in a series.
Jabs, is this true?
Stormbreaker. Do you remember Stormbreaker? the book? Oh.
I actually do. I remember what the book cover
Yeah,
is.
right. And they made a film of the first one. It was really crap, so they didn't do the rest of the series.
Because the books were a massive hit.
There's a man of war in his like.
Yeah, is it like blue?
fish tank.
Is it like blue? The colour
Yeah.
like blue, yeah.
Yeah. Alex Pettifer.
Do you read much? Do you reckon you're going to be
Mate,
a reading
reading's
man?
fucking good as well.
Yeah, it's
but
class.
like, I need to do more of that.
I can give you some books to read.
I've got a Kindle.
Oh, I got a Kindle as well. It's
I
an electronic
should
device.
use
It's an
it more.
electronic device, buddy.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, but it's paper white, so it's not actually like reading an LCD screen.
No, I've also got the paperwhite edition as well. But books are great. I can link you some if you want some.
Yeah, I would.
But I can't wait to eat after the race.
Right now. Oh,
After
over the race.
I need to go
What's
to
going to
toilet.
be your go-to meal?
Well, I'm in Sweden, so I don't really know what they got.
Meatballs.
I
It's
go
not an
IKEA.
thing.
Yeah.
Meatballs, Swedish meatballs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that an actual Swedish
Yeah.
thing, or is
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
IKEA have made it a Swedish
And
thing?
cinnamon buns.
Yeah,
Very,
facts.
very Swedish.
No point saying that. It's not worth it.
I had a cinnamon bun once.
No, I was just gonna. Is it Cinnabon?
Cinnabon. It's Cinnabon. Elite.
No. Oh, is it not Cinnabon?
Oh, is it Cinnabon? Elite either way. Matt, I'm going to be so fucked after this race, by
I
the
had
way.
one in a mall in Lahore.
In Dubai?
No, Pakistan.
In Lahore. Taste of Lahore. You ever been there?
No,
The restaurant.
I have heard of it.
Yeah.
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 I'm going to do...
Yeah.
This is everything I ate after doing an Ironman.
Yeah.
TikTok or YouTube?
TikTok. But I won't... I probably won't be able to eat after the race because I'll be so fucked. Like stomach on the ropes and all that.
Do you reckon you will have to pass yourself through
The toilet.
whilst you're cycling and stuff? Like, what should
The first half Ironman, I had to go toilet.
Well, you stopped and go to the toilet. Or
Oh,
you
man,
actually,
it was like 27 degrees. I went in one of the portaloos. I was just like dripping. I couldn't stand up for 10
you
minutes.
just did it within yourself instead.
No, I would not do that. I would pee in my wetsuit, obviously.
Obviously.
But I think I'd pull over on the side of the road and go for a wee. Poo, on the other hand, you'd have to find a toilet.
Are you able to like shit in your wetsuit and undo the zap?
No, I think that's rather disgusting, actually.
No, I didn't know if there was like if you
It's
had
not
like
a poo flat, mate.
You should just have done sling.
No, can you imagine? It like squelches up the back and like.
What if you were going for the world record?
To be fair, you know Ross Edgley?
Yes.
You know Ross Edgley, right?
No.
Surely. Oh, mate, you got to read this book. It's amazing. You know Ross Edgley. You know.
He was on the Fellas
He's
podcast.
on Rogan as well.
Yeah.
Elite character, swam around Great Britain. He's currently swimming around Iceland. He's done so many incredible things. But on his swim around Great Britain and Iceland, he has built in a flap.
What's a flap? A poo
A
flap?
poo flap, yeah, shit flap.
Is he naked in the suit then?
No, he's in a. I guess so, yeah. Well, he's swimming for
Obviously
like
you're
12
naked.
hours a day.
Wait, you go naked in a suit, don't you?
No, yeah.
No, he's swimming shorts, surely.
I always put swimming shorts underneath, yeah, like the tighties.
So you're like Neil from the In-Betweeners in the monkey suit.
you go naked in your wetsuit. So when we went surfing in Bude, you went naked under your wetsuit.
No, it wasn't because it was a
Your
rental.
naked cock on the wetsuit.
No, it was a rental. Like if I had my own wetsuit, I would probably. Why would I need shorts?
Mate, think about it. When you get out of the lake, at the public lake where everyone swims, and you take your wetsuit off,
Yeah, but I keep it on. I do that thing where they look pretty cool and they've just got
you get in the car
the
in a
bottoms
wet
on and
wetsuit.
like the top bit hanging off.
No, I have my tri-suit on underneath.
Oh, do you have to layer up so it's like quick change?
Well, obviously you got your tri-suit on underneath, yeah.
No, yeah. Wait, so you start cycling. So do you do it in?
You start swimming.
No, what's the first thing you do?
Swimming.
Okay, so you swim and you've just got then your suit on underneath. You don't have to do like a
Got
quick
the super
change.
suit on under the wetsuit.
Yeah, wow. I thought you had to like quickly change out.
Nah, I got a nice tri-suit, sponsored up and everything. It's sick.
What's it up by who?
Got my brand partners on it.
Who?
I look like a professional.
You make money from this?
No, not on the actual video, but like they supported my journey, so I wanted to showcase them.
Nice. Who? Wafflin? Are they on there?
Well, keep it as a surprise. There you go.
I wish you the best of luck.
Got to go pool after this, actually.
What, to do more swimming?
Yeah, last swim. Did the run this morning, last swim
Wow.
tonight, then bite tomorrow, then it's done.
Do you love it when you're doing it?
It's sick. I can't lie. I was talking to Ollie March on about this actually, and I was like, "Would I? Obviously, I wouldn't train 16 hours a week if I weren't doing this, but it is great fun, and I am very fortunate to be able to do this as like a living. But I do enjoy it a lot.
One thing you might come back. Firstly, have like a, you know, when you're working towards something, you're kind of riding that high. You probably had it before you went to ayahuasca, where you kind of felt like so good because you knew you had
a purpose, right?
Purpose,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been working towards this for so long. You're gonna
True.
stop and you're just gonna.
Well, I don't think so. I think it'll be a well-deserved time off afterwards, a couple of weeks. I then have my goals for the rest of the year, but I think actually more so it's probably, it's almost like when you do an Ironman, it's a very selfish thing to do. Like you spend a lot of time away from friends and family, like especially Jodie. Like actually, we have to spend time with her without having to. Like if we went on holiday, like I'm fucking training, or
Yeah,
like
that is
Saturday.
right.
Like do you know what I mean? Like we have to spend time without having that in the back of the mind would be nice. So like, I'm looking forward to going back to more normality.
Yeah. And probably like all that, like, so say you did the big sporting challenges, probably an element of like showing that, okay, yeah, I may got injured in the football and ridiculed to an extent, but look, like I can actually do this and push my body to the maximum and smash it. There's probably an element of like that feeling, like once, like I guess maybe you've achieved it and you've got that you can actually then find probably in other areas too,
100%.
that aren't just in like doing that. You've shown yourself what you're capable of, and then maybe in more things that don't involve us isolating so much, you're actually like
and
enjoy just as much.
And also, especially on social media, it's so easy to just keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. Like go,
I mean, that's,
do you know what I mean? Everyone falls into that trap, right?
Yeah.
And I'm excited to actually take a step back. And like the things I'm doing late in the year, yeah, like they're hard, but they're an enjoyable hard that actually it won't consume me.
Yeah,
like,
I suppose there's a difference, isn't it?
There's a
between
complete
like doing
difference.
something and like enjoying it and really getting something out of it and purpose, and then being consumed by it.
Like
where
this
you
is
have to start
consuming.
neglecting
100%.
other things. And it's almost like, yeah, maybe that feeling of like guilt and shame regarding certain areas, like
Yeah.
maybe that's a little sign. I don't know. But
Maybe.
ultimately, I hope you fucking smash it, mate.
Yeah,
fuck
you
it.
I hope
will.
you have us in your heart the whole time.
I will.
And I hope you go to the toilet within yourself.
I will.
And realise that that's okay.
And then the next day, on the Sunday, I fucking just eat shit.
Yeah. How many calories are you going to burn?
Oh, I don't know, like 8,000.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And then like Arsenal United at 5 o'clock, first
Season's
game of
back
the
now,
season.
innit?
This
Yeah.
season, yeah.
Bosh.
Arsenal
Buzzing for
United the
Friday.
day after an Ironman.
Bosh. What are you doing?
This weekend?
Don't know, just like, well, I haven't seen you boys in a while.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, I have.
He's a signed talent.
Yeah, I've recently signed to a. I've got a manager now.
You've got a manager.
Mate, how mad is that?
How does that feel? How is that?
Well, it literally, I had my onboarding call like yesterday. But it's sick though. I mean, basically, I knew that I needed to do a lot more online and use what I have because I like doing it. I like creating the kind of stuff that I have been creating. And it would be nice to build some of my own audience. I really appreciate all this audience and everything, those that come over to me. But like, I would love to have some that are like, oh no, I didn't know you did waffling. I think that would be so sick if I was able to get to a point to do that. So yeah, I've got a plan in place. I've got to start posting more. I've been strategizing that, whatever that
You
looks
can already
like.
see the confidence more in your content already.
Thanks. Well, obviously the Oasis/guitar video went out, and I think that was actually the first piece of content that I was like, I'm genuinely proud of that. I actually think that's really cool, and I think just building off that and trying to find my own identity that isn't just what you can't do. The thing that I'm finding out to be the hardest is I can't just do, hey, this was my week this week, because sometimes life isn't that exciting.
So that shouldn't dictate.
Yeah, I don't want to purely do things. It's like, oh well, I've got to go to the fucking water park this weekend because I need something for a video. So it's just got me thinking outside the box of like, how can I do different videos that I enjoy making, are still authentic? Because I think that's one of my things that I tried to keep, is like, I'm not like desperately trying to claw content out of this. I'm just, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This is my life. So yeah, I'm gonna see where that takes me, and maybe
Fine.
the one thing I didn't want to do is like we spoke about, I probably should have tried to do this years ago, like 2020, 2021. Yeah, I wasn't. But now I don't want to get to like 5 years time and, you know, maybe likely waffling is not still a thing at that point. I'm now like mid-30s, which is a horrible thought, by the way. And I'm like,
More exciting.
I had this opportunity and I didn't even give it a go. If I do it, right, and I fucking suck at it, and people are just not into it, great. That's not going to keep me up at night. What would keep me up at night is if I never tried it, and then 5 years down the line, I was like, imagine what I could have done with that. Like, where could I have been? Could I have created something really cool and been able to connect with people in this way? And so I'm just going to give it a go and see how it goes, basically.
Well,
So that's basically my life now.
And your cats.
And my cats.
Yeah.
and your
Yeah, I have my cats are also big, but they're doing well, if that's what you're asking.
Cats are doing well.
And still no proposal.
Oh, he brought it up though. It means it's on his mind. On his mind.
It's on his own.
All right then.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been emotional, boys.
We'll all be different, won't we? You'll be ayahuasca'd.
I'll be Iron Man.
I'll be Iron Man and you'll be ironed. Your shirt. It's actually really well ironed, to be fair, Uniqlo.
It's a Uniqlo. It doesn't even need ironing.
Yeah, that actually just
So the next time I see you boys is just in September.
Yeah.
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 That's it,
What
straight
is
off
it?
again.
You know, I like to sign out recently with an age-old saying from Spencer Owen of "Don't go changing."
Okay.
But I actually think change sometimes is necessary. So do go changing if you need to.
Perfectly said.
Nice work.
All right, boys.